So cold calling customers can be a pretty stressful thing to do if you're having to go through a list and try to find who you're going to call and when you're going to call them and everything that goes into that. I'm going to show you another way to do cold calls that may or may not fit your business that might save some time. This is the way we do it when we're calling dealers. So what we're going to do is I'm on the locate contact control and I'm going to select advanced search. And so from here, what I'm trying to do is I am trying to narrow down the customers that I want to start cold calling and then loop through that cold call list and start calling customers. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am in the Eastern time zone. It's early in the morning. I don't want to bother calling anybody but people that are in the Eastern time zone. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to select the Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So that gives me a list of customers that fit that bill. Maybe I want to only call boat sales customers or golf courses or government agencies or whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm narrowing down this list. I'm not searching for a specific customer, but I'm searching for a specific something. State of Georgia, state of California, whatever it is that I'm trying to find. Now, once I get this list down to the group of people that I want to call, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Lizzie that I am cold calling. What that will do is that when I come back over to the locate contact control, once I'm done logging a call for a customer, it'll automatically find me the next customer to call. So the next thing I want to do is I want to tell Lizzie to locate me in this list a random customer. Just go find me one. So I'm just going to hit locate random, and that is going to find me a customer down here, and I'm just going to select them. I'm going to come up here. I'll view the correspondence, look to see if there's any history. I'll look at my sales note up here to see if there's any specific sales details that have been added for that customer. And now I'm just going to log the call. So we're going to log a call. This is going to be a sales outgoing call. And we're just going to put in initial sales, and we'll say what it's about, whatever, doesn't matter. At some point, I'll either speak to somebody or I won't, and I'll add them to the list. And then we'll say cold calling for interest, just whatever. And then we'll say that we spoke to Bob while we were on the phone, and I didn't really get any specific information about Bob. That's just who we talked to. And we're just going to go ahead and hang up the call, okay? And we'll skip through the wizard. Now, I have now taken care of that, and now you notice the note that came up now that I hung up said that Lizzie has already located me a new customer. So I'm going to come back over here, and actually I don't have that list that I had selected here is not big enough to find me, but if we come back over here and just tell Lizzie to locate a new random, the problem is the demo database doesn't have enough examples for doing all of this stuff. But the point is that instead of having to go through and try to find somebody to call, I can let the system go through and just randomly grab somebody for me to start doing cold calls for. But it's very important that we're logging the call, that we're logging our callback. If we actually get some interest and we need to call the customer back, we log that information either for me or for another person. And we're hanging the calls up and we're doing all of this stuff properly, because that tells management how many people I called today, how much interest did I get. All of the things that go along with doing cold calls are all automatically tracked just by the mere act of me logging that telephone call and scheduling any callbacks that I might run into for that day.